Hello and welcome back to the second episode of our playthrough through Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. So we are in the middle of the first story, probably sort of tutorial-ish stuff. Okay. This is something I didn't actually know. Okay, so let's do this. Repair and activate the shield generator. Let's repair this thing. We can't repair anything else because we don't have the repair crew ready for that. What I'm trying to ascertain is where that sound is coming from. That's some sort of alarm. I just don't know which one it is. So we skipped the cycle. Okay, so just to recap real quickly, we got taken to the Delta Quadrant by the caretaker. As you probably know, since you probably watched the show at some point, that's the events of the pilot episode. And we are slowly rebuilding and repairing parts and sections of the Voyager. Right now, one of our missions, or our main mission, is to repair and activate the shield generator, repair and activate the phaser control room, repair and activate the torpedo launch bay. I just started repairing the shield generator because I think that's probably the biggest one, and I am still trying to find out where that sound is coming from. Okay, so we have skipped another cycle, and that is now a ruin room is dismantled and the shield generator is repaired. So we can now go and repair the torpedo launch bay as well as repair the phaser controller room. Let's see, let's scan a few more systems, or let's scan a few more planets in the system to see what but there is not much. We have a storage capacity of 1,000 deuterium. I think it's a good idea to gather some more resources here. Phaser control room is ready. Yeah. Now the torpedo launch bay is also ready. Yeah. So, offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored. Great. Also, just as a little aside, I'm also into drawing and painting. So today I pulled out a small 8x10 centimeters card and painted this. Let's see if we can focus on it. Yeah, I will post a picture somewhere. Okay, so now
Excuse me? This ace pilot knows more maneuvers than Starfleet can throw Greek letters and numbers together. Except the one for evading Starfleet custody. Burn! Gentlemen, enough. Tuvok is right. We need to test our combat systems, but we lack a sparring partner. You have one. Our ship. Okay, so he's offering the Maquis ship. Each combat encounter, you may choose one up to 3 heroes to utilize their specific strength and abilities. Okay. Definitely Tuvok. Because he's our security officer. So, definitely him. We can't select Janeway. We select him and we select Harry Kim for shield hacking. And then let's start combat. Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically, torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy. So let's do that.
What are your orders, Captain?
So we're pretty much still in a tutorial kind of phase in this game at the moment, which is not a bad thing, because I haven't played these kind of games before. Orders. Order your ship to try and attack or defend the site without a defensive or offensive movement. Fleeing requires enemy engines to be damaged, while surrendering costs resources as a form of payment. You can also repair damaged subsystems. Proceed to offensive movement. Let's try the shields first.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
Hero abilities can be activated by selecting them with the mouse. Okay.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Victory! Hull status 59%. Combat result fled. Proceed. Boom! That's how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy, huh, Tuvok? I'm sorry, I'll keep it done. Your methods were unconventional. However, the objective was achieved. An acceptable performance. I'm lacking the pointy ears, but I really like how sort of the game is runs a lot smoother right now. I don't know if they've done anything. I didn't download any patch or anything, but it does run a lot smoother than yesterday. Standing by in case our crew needs an emergency beam out. Let's show the squadron what we're really made of. So now, store deuterium. Berserk collectors. Let's go over to the next one. Hull reinforcement research. Close report. Destroy the vessel and salvage the debris. Torpedo launch by level 1. Yes, we do that. Oh. Okay, and we have more morale because we have fulfilled our promise, Captain. Nice. Captain, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the cargo bay is overflowing. If we find any more of these resources, we'll have nowhere to put it. We would just have to leave it behind. I was wondering if you could expand our storage capacity, perhaps with the new cargo bay?
Sure, we'll build an additional cargo bay. Okay, build a cargo bay. So let's go into the ship and let's see where we can put a cargo bay. Technology, maintenance, cargo bay. Let's think about this for a second. Where do we want to put this? Do I want to put it here next to the science lab? Or, well, down here I need to restore life support first. That's up there, that's the only deck we have life support right now. The problem is, do we want that? Or... because I would need to restore life support to another deck before I can build a cargo bay there. You know what? Let's do it. We're putting a cargo bay. Okay. Okay, something's off. Somehow there's a glitch in this. I am in the ship, but I cannot put anything anywhere. Okay, let's go to the main menu. Yeah, that definitely brings back memories. Okay, let's try this again. Not entirely sure what happened there. Some sort of graphics glitch. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Yeah, don't know what happened. I'll need to file that away for later. Okay, sector. Fly back to the array. So, cargo bay is done. Oh! Okay. So each cargo bay can only store one type of resource. Build more cargo bays or upgrade existing ones to increase the amount you can store. So we'll need to go into the menu to energy loss report, deuterium depleted, entering gray mode. That's not a good thing. Completely out of deuterium, without the warp core is shut down and only emergency power is available. This is called gray mode. While traveling in gray mode, you won't use any deuterium, but most rooms will be deactivated to conserve energy. That is not a good thing. Yep. None of this is good. Okay, before we talk to the array, we are going to have 40 cycles to accomplish this task. Okay, Captain, I need to address the lack of quarters. You'll have 40 cycles, build one new quarter of your choice, build enough quarters to accommodate all of the crew. We'll try this. So I declined building a new, another cargo bay, and the crew didn't quite like that. There's crew morale up here. Batteries, uranium, titanium, food, deuterium, but no. There it is. Crew morale. Okay. Let's go into the ship and take a look at our cargo bay. No, we need to switch on the warp core into okay. Oh, life support. We need to switch on life support first. Okay, so we have 500 management, dismantle, upgrade, increases storage capacity. Why can I not upgrade? Charge for energy. Okay, not entirely sure why I can't upgrade this, but let's leave it at that for the moment. Science laboratory, heroes. We'll assign Tuvok here. We'll assign Neelix to the mess hall. Phaser control room, don't need that at the moment. We'll assign Belana down to engineering. She's our main engineer right now. And okay, now, well, no, we wanna build crew quarters, which means clear the ruined rooms. Yeah, so we're gonna clear these two ruined rooms and build crew quarters there. Again, this is the only one that has life support, it's the only deck. Okay. So we're back to the array. Oh, and 2 Kazon ships. 3 Kazon ships. And a big one. That's not a good day. No, that's not good. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be our first real fight. That's all. After your display of firepower, we do not fear you, but we are not fools. Oh, you certainly look like one. See, this is still something where I think my computer is just too slow, because it takes a few clicks to continue. 1, 2, 3. Then leave the erase hours. Battle stations. So we have our ship and the Maquis Raider with Tuvok, Paris, Kim against these 3 ships. This shouldn't.
What are your orders, Captain?
Should not be a problem.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. An enemy is surrendered, Captain.
That was easy.
An enemy is fled, Captain.
There we go. That was easy. You can hire allied ships on the bridge to help in combat. Only one ally may help at the same time. Unlock allies by fulfilling hidden objectives and researching certain techs. Once unlocked, they will be available for the rest of the game. Recruitment and upkeep costs resources. Okay. Ooh, I wonder who we are gonna get down the line. Cause, yeah. Well, better than expected. Our Raider's still in good shape. I'll keep close by just in case more. I'll keep it close by just in case more Kazon decide to show up. You are strong, Captain, but there are strengths in numbers. I've called for reinforcements. This array will be mine. Then I guess we don't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? I stop at some point, I promise. We need to send us back to where we came from. Impossible! I've barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect their compound. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. You dragged us into this. You need to send us. Captain, Jabin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. Okay. Now, naturally, I do know what's going on, kind of, and what's gonna happen, because, again, I watched the show. But let's see what we can do. We could try to access the array system to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kazon. They will annihilate your compound. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please protect the compound. Again, I promise at some point I will stop with this. Not now though. This is just too much fun. What is right and what is easy? The caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice: return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the compound defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure the safety. The clock is ticking. And I read somewhere that you can actually... Captain, the Kazon are closing in. Shall I try to access the primary control systems to send us back. And that's the thing. I think I can make the choice of accessing those control systems and sending us home. I think it ends the game. So naturally, we are destroying the array. Your choice has consequences. We never asked to be involved, but we are. I won't trade the lives of the Ocampa for our convenience. Lieutenant Tuvok, ready to deploy Cobalt devices. What are you doing? The arrays are only way out of here. You can't. I can, and I will. Maybe I should have become an actor. Try Cobalt devices ready, Captain. Fire. And there we go, stranding ourselves in the Delta Quadrant. We'll find another way home, I promise. Who do you think you are, making the decision for all of us? Was the right decision, B'Elanna. The Ocampa, they remind me of our people. We were fighting a more powerful enemy to protect our own. The Ocampa deserved that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded, aren't we? So, the show originally ran for 7 seasons, 7 years. Will it take us 7 years to play the whole game? Oh, and Mr. Paris? Ah, thanks, Tuvok. Hadn't thought about that. You have made an enemy today. Okay, Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat, dialogue, spatial phenomena, or if the navigation is offline. If the hull integrity reaches 0, Voyager will be destroyed and the game is over. Okay. Hull doesn't regenerate by itself. To repair the hull, assign a work team in the engineering office. Okay. So, in the engineering office, let's see. That's down here, main engineering. Management, Bob core, workshop, stellar cartography, transporter room, navigational deflector. Sick bay, engineering office, there we go. Assign a work team. Assign to hull repair. There we go. So we're assigning it to hull repair. So that's that. Now, what do we do? Build enough quarters for the crew. We cleared a few rooms over here. Right. Missing technology. Okay. Let's build. Emergency quarters. Nope, not cargo bay. We can't. Because one work crew is already building the other quarters and one work crew is repairing the hull. Okay, so let's go into the sector. Let's put some distance between us and 12 cycles, 12 by 24 is, that's close. So we need to go and find some. Nope. Okay. Let's go over there, mine some more deuterium, and pursuit of happiness. Captain, I sense a heaviness upon the crew's spirit. Being stranded in the Dutch squadron has taken its toll. A small gesture like improving quarters, better meals, or time on the holodeck might boost morale. Some of the crew could leave. Where to, though? Okay. We'll have 40 cycles to accomplish this task, gain at least 5 morale per cycles for 15 cycles, activate replicator rations for 20 cycles. Let's do that. Engineering quarters is done with repairing the hull. So we're gonna try and get deuterium, which is nice. Let's go in the ship and see, this is the graphics glitch. It automatically zooms in to the ship, and I need to navigate here, but I cannot zoom out, which is weird. And we are gonna... We can't? Okay. Why can't we? Don't I have 2 work crews? Weird. Okay, that's sick bay. That's mess hall. Replicator rations. Okay. Activated that. Let's... Okay. Okay. Weird. Now we go. Oh! So the warp drive doesn't consume deuterium. That's good to know. That's only in system. Okay. Good. Didn't know that. Okay, so now, how much uranium do we have? Not a lot. Okay, so let's go here and get ourselves some more uranium, which we got. And we will... That's deuterium, that's more uranium. Oh, that's science points. We detect the alien profile on origin. Valuable data we can acquire for scientific research. Let's do that before we go down to the planet. And I'm sort of realizing that we that this is going to take a lot longer than I thought it would. Detailed analysis. Nice. Got 40 science points. That is great. You know what? Let's go into the tech tree where we are. Where's the tech tree? Sector threat level. Current amount. Science laboratory. And the tech tree. Okay, how do I access the tech? Ah, there we go. Okay, is there something we can research? There is plasma torch. Clearing ruined rooms gives China more resources. You know what? We're gonna do that. A small battery compartment. For the crew, we can inspire workforce. Over here's nothing. Crew quarters, committee. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do next. In science, we can research field training, extra XP gain for heroes on away missions. That's a good thing. I think the best thing would be to find something that increases our ability to research. So upgrade the science lab or something so that we can go deeper into the tech tree and faster into the tech tree. Well, bulk stuff is not our prime concern. Okay. Okay, so the second tiers are okay. Good to know. So the science laboratory, plasma torches, management, dismantle, upgrade, missing technology, increase the research speed, science pump per cycle, science pump, missing technology. I need more titanium. Okay, so we need 25 more titanium, which we haven't found yet in any system. Let's go into the system. Uranium. Let's scan the rest of the system. Okay, that's not much. Let's go to the asteroid. Let's see what's happening there. 70,000 light years from home. It seems we're in this together, Commander. Your decision didn't win you any friends, Kazon, Maquis, and Starfleet. But I respect you for it. Their anger is justified, but we have more pressing concerns. Two crews on one ship, stranded in the Delta Quadrant, fighting for survival. I know a thing or two about survival. The Maquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside and work together to coexist. Coexist, huh? Well, Commander, I'd like to offer you the position of Voyager's first officer. First officer? You're willing to trust a Maquis with that responsibility? I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning, a chance to forge a new path together. 27 crew joined Voyager. Felix, Cass, you wanted to see me? Do you need anything else before you leave? Supplies, water, medicine? Well, that's what we wanted to discuss. We'd like to go with you. Before you say anything, Captain, we both very much want to be part of your journey. I can offer you so much in this sector, Captain. Need a guide, supplies, contacts, and a cook? Or you haven't lived until you've tasted my anglabusk. Whatever that is. But more than that, Captain, I can be your morale officer. Keep those smiles bright on the long journey home. I have a feeling you'll need that. A guide, a cook, and a morale officer? That's quite a lot for Mr. Alex and Kess. What about you? What do you have to gain from this journey? I want to see the galaxy. There's so much out there I don't know. So much to explore and discover. I haven't mentioned it before, but the Ocampa once possessed telepathic powers. Generations of dependence on the caretaker have diminished them. Perhaps this journey could help me understand these abilities, learn more, develop them. But I also want to help. After the doctor cured my wounds, I realized I want to help people too. Maybe I could learn from him, assist in sickbay. I think the doctor would be glad to have you. Very well then, welcome aboard. Oh, Captain, you might want to see this. Looks like we're stirred up with a little trouble. In a good way, I think. Unexpected guests. A sudden distress call reveals Voyager's victory over Jabba sparked a mass escape from the Kazon slave camp. Janeway wastes no time ordering the desperate survivors to be beamed aboard. Neelix is surprised to find another Talaxian, Shibayan, who was captured while exploring the Ocampa landscape. Gratefully joins the growing crowd of survivors seeking the Doctor's care. 21 crew joined Voyager. Okay. This I definitely don't remember from the show. Alright, everybody, listen up. We want to explore. We're in Star Trek, yeah, people, so we want to explore. We're alone in an uncharted part of the galaxy, ripe for scientific discovery. We face the unknown with open minds, eager to explore and learn. To survive, we must work together as one crew. Continue speech, charting territory, seek solutions, explore what duty calls us home, explore but fight our way up. Duty. As the only Starfleet vessel in the Delta Quadrant, we'll continue to explore, but our primary goal is to find a way back to the Federation. 75 years is unacceptable. Never give up, never surrender. We'll search for shortcuts and new technology to get us home faster. Somewhere along this journey, we'll find a way back. Well spoken, Captain. And there we have him. Commander Chakotay. Mr. Paris, you've proven yourself a skilled pilot and a valuable member of this crew. I hereby appoint you as our flight control officer. Ooh, for the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. Perhaps a state that you would like to embrace more frequently from now on, Lieutenant Paris? I have to get some pointed ears at some point. Lieutenant Paris has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Hey Harry, I bet your own promotion is around the corner. Yeah, everybody who knows the show knows the plight of Ensign Harry Kim, who never escapes being an ensign. Oh boy, imagine me becoming captain one day. Yeah, you wish, kid. Very well, gentlemen, as your first official act in your new position, Lieutenant Paris set a new course. We're flying home. Caretaker completed. The Voyager starts the journey home. Leaving the sector will cause all active missions to be cancelled and all heroes currently marked as unavailable to be lost. Okay. So, we're gonna stay here for a second. There's not a save. And this is a good thing to end the second episode on. So we play through the Caretaker mission and the Caretaker story arc, which pretty much looks like being a tutorial of sorts. And now maybe the real game begins. And yeah. We still have two missions open, one with the mess hall and the replicator rations in the mess hall, which will resolve itself. Build enough quarters to accommodate all of the crew. Okay, this is not going to be easy. Let's go into the ship and let us go into the tech tree. 12 remaining, 12 cycles. Okay. Let's skip one cycle. Crew's very happy. Morale plus 300. Great. We pushed morale up to 2700. Now, what do? We'll have to... We only have 3 more cycles to build this. Okay. We're gonna go to the next sector. Okay. So, crew quarters is gonna be a thing, but... So we're coming into Sector 2.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. We have been in the Delta Quadrant for an estimated 4 weeks. The integration of Starfleet and former Maquis personnel is progressing. Our current trajectory of 70,000 light-years to Federation space dictates a need for a long-term survival strategy. Due to the replicator's power consumption, the captain has concluded that we must transition to traditional nutrition and enlist the assistance of Mr. Neelix in locating alternative food sources. I have provided Mr. Neelix with a Starfleet Cadet's Guide to Shipboard Protocol, specifically highlighting regulations concerning discipline, resource management, and proper conduct. To date, I have observed no discernible alteration in his operational methodology or adherence to protocol. I will therefore continue to monitor his activities to ensure that his unconventional approach does not result in any culinary incidents.
Okay, so... Plants, yes. There's a lovely little outcast plant close by, lush vegetation, abundant wildlife, and it's almost perfectly safe. Almost. That's reassuring. Mr. Neelix could accompany the away team and provide first-hand guidance. Second that, Lieutenant Paris, of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to announce our new chief engineer. Lieutenant Carey, you kept engineering running smoothly during these past few weeks. Thank you for that. I'm happy to serve, Captain. However, the Delta Quadrant requires someone who can improvise when Starfleet protocols fail. Miss Torres? But Captain, I've been loyal Starfleet officer for years. She's a Maquis, a criminal. You're out of line, Lieutenant. My decision stands. Dismiss. Torres, or should I say Lieutenant Torres, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I hope we can learn to work together. Fine, I'll keep your ship running, but don't think I'll forget that it was you who got us into this situation. Ooh, there's drama brewing. I trust you'll handle engineering with equal determination. Don't worry, Voyager's in good hands, Captain. I'll have an assistance, Commander Chakotay, highly recommended, both Ensign Seska and crewman Jonas, both Maquis. Well, that's not so bad. At least I'll have someone to rant about Starfleet relations to. Don't worry, Bellana. We'll find ways to adapt to Starfleet. We always have. Anything you need, just say the word, Lieutenant. You can count on me. Just do your job, Jonas. That's all I need. You started right away. We're reaching the Earth-class planet and we've got plenty of work to do. Okay, so finally, this is the moment where we just stop this episode. So we finished the caretaker mission and the whole introductory cycle. And now we are on to another sector, more problems, bigger problems. We have loads of planets to explore, and we'll do that in the next episode. For now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.